Hey guys, FunnyGuyTimmy here. Just wanted to talk about something that I don't talk about a lot. It's something that I do on this channel rarely, frequently, but not too actively. And there's a reason that I do it. And some people have wondered why. Not a lot of people, most people don't care. But it's why do I sing? I have no goal, I have no objective, I have no plan to become a singer. It's not something that I really have visioned for my future. But there's a reason that I do it. There is a reason. Number one, singing does actually help with voiceover. It actually does help you with your breathing. It helps work out the vocal cords. It does help. It helps flex out the muscles in the throat. There's a lot of benefits to it. It's also fun if you're enjoying it and you know what you're doing and stuff like that. But there's another reason that I do it. And I don't talk about this very often. Well, my dad used to sing. He used to sing way back in the day. Back when he was in college, I think he took choir and stuff like that. And when I was younger, I remember him being a really good singer. And I remember him being really good at it. And the first plays that I ever got involved in for acting were musicals, but I could never really sing in them. They were all like talky kind of musicals. Not really singing, it was more like talking rhythmically to music. Well, at some point in time, I decided I wanted to sing. I wanted to learn how to sing. Just because. Part of it was because it was something that my dad did, and there really isn't that much that we have in common, me and him. He was a college guy. I don't even have a GED. I never went to college. I never went to high school. I barely have an official education. Educated, just not, there's no piece of paper with someone else's signature on it saying that I'm smart. I have to prove it. He was a bodybuilder. I'm not a bodybuilder. He was a forester. I have tons of allergies and can't go outside. There's very few things that we have in common. Now, we do have in common the fact that he was in plays. He did acting, and his acting is actually one of the reasons that I went into acting. But I wanted something else. I wanted something that I could really do later on in life that would be something that he did that I could carry on, that I could keep going. Something that he really, really treasured and something that he really enjoyed. And that was singing. I feel like he sang more than he did acting. Now, the difficult part is the fact that when I first tried singing, tried learning how to sing, one of the first people to present any kind of negativity or negative criticism was my father. He was the first person to say, maybe this isn't your thing, maybe you shouldn't do this. And it did bother me at first. It did. There was a couple other people that also told me that I should quit, I should stop singing, that I should never do that again, because it was that bad. But my thing was that if you don't know someone that well, and they're not putting in that much effort, you have no idea if it's something that they should stop doing. Especially if you haven't actually heard them at their best. You don't really have much to hold against them as far as telling them to just stop trying that thing. If someone hasn't tried something yet, if someone hasn't actually put in the effort to find out if it is something for them, don't discourage them. Let them try it. Let them put in some kind of effort. Let them decide if it's not for them. Give the criticism, give the feedback, that's fine, but only at a point when they've genuinely put in the time and the energy to get to a point when criticism is valid. If I had taken all the negative criticism or just criticism in general too seriously back when I was younger, involving stand-up comedy, involving acting, involving impressions, involving singing, involving everything that I did, involving art, involving writing, everything, I wouldn't be doing any of it. And I got trashed by family and friends a lot for a lot of things. Almost anything that I tried, there was normally some kind of feedback that wasn't really constructive. And I'm not saying this that it depressed me, but I am saying this, it is something that I learned. That even, it's true that people's feedback is necessary. Their criticism is valid most of the time. Most people's advice and criticism is often coming from a good place, is coming from well-meaning. The problem is when you take it too far, or you listen to just what that one person has to say and you don't learn from it. That's when it becomes a problem. Maybe someday I will go into singing, just as a hobby. I have tons of hobbies. But it was something that I told myself to just because someone told me to stop doing before I had really put in the energy and put in the effort. If I just stopped, then there's a lot of things that I should have just stopped because I got the exact same response. You should never just stop until you personally feel like it's just not worth your time. I used to do magic. I used to do puppeteering, and I enjoyed those. But at some point in time, I decided to just stop doing those. I decided to not go forward with those and put in the time and energy into the things that would be lucrative, that would be something that I would enjoy. And that was stand-up comedy, that was acting, that was writing, and that was voice acting and editing. A lot of stuff that I do. So it's something that, listen to the feedback, listen to the criticism, even take the harshest criticism. Take those as well. Take those with the good and the bad. But don't take one over the other. And don't take the criticism over what you feel, what you want, and what you want out of life. But listen to them. They're just opinions. It's just feedback. It's just criticism. Now, if at some point in time you do agree with them later on, fine. It's fine. Don't hate yourself. Don't hate them. Don't hate anybody. If you just don't want to do it anymore, don't do it. But I don't feel like I've gone all the way with this to the point that I can decide whether or not I want to continue or I want to quit. Just that. So that's basically it. Kind of rambling, a little bit long, but hey, that's what this YouTube channel is for. That's what I do. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comment section below. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you worship Satan, give it a thumbs down. And until next time, peace.